Police officers, what call stuck with you for the rest of your life? I used to work as a police officer in a small town, not the kind of place where you'd expect much excitement. But one night, I was on a routine patrol when I got called to a house on the edge of town. The dispatcher said it was a welfare check. Neighbors hadn't seen the elderly man who lived there in a few days, and his mail was piling up. When I arrived, the lights were off and no one answered the door. I walked around the house, knocking on windows, calling out his name. Nothing. That's when I noticed his car was still in the driveway. I radioed for permission to enter and got the okay. The door was unlocked and the inside of the house was eerily quiet. I checked every room and finally found him in the basement, slumped over his workbench. At first I thought he was dead, but when I got closer, I realized he was breathing, barely. He had been down there for days, too weak to move. I called for an ambulance, and while we waited, I tried to keep him talking. He told me he had fallen and couldn't get back up. He had no family, no one to check on him. When the paramedics took him away, I figured that was the end of it. But a few weeks later, I got a letter at the station. It was from him. He thanked me for saving his life and said he had no idea how close he was to dying alone. He enclosed a picture of himself from his younger days, in his military uniform. On the back, he wrote, "I thought I was ready to go, but I guess I had one more guardian angel looking out for me."